Hello and welcome. It is the fourth day of November 2019. Quick crypto update. All bets, trades of the like within each his own risk and their own reward. Look at this large volatility. I mean, it's so obvious that you can see it in here. Not this. No, not that. Yeah, it's been going sideways since then. But yes, today's session very volatile. What you can't see it on the daily. How about the hour time frame? Yeah, now we're looking at something. This is earlier today, just the failed breakdown at 1500 hours, and price action has already managed to get above this level after resisting it, because we can see this single hour term time frame, at least 60 minutes of it pacing lower, but now again having a very nice little rise. On the 15-minute term time frame, just doing its thing. All those consecutive green up, one red down, and a beautiful move after that. So here we go. We'll see if anything can inspire or develop from the situation. But as it goes on the daily with all of that type of stuff, it's yeah. Well, I mean, if something gets going, it's got a long ways to go. It hasn't done much within today's session. It's just a very short term failed move. Komodo had an interesting day today. Very much volatile. I mean, it's kind of disappointing because I wanted to, and I tried to sell more. So at least I sold some, as it had an interesting, just little session in here, and we can see a spot where it just broke out from about 637 handle up to about 758. And these moves can be fast. And right now we're seeing a inverted cup and handle, or a situation that from the, I mean, every market's gonna, whenever a price has a big move, you're gonna correct it. Here you had a move and it corrected it this way. Here you had a move and it corrected it down to here. But then you have this rally attempt that fails like this right now. Okay. Maybe it still might be able to find some momentum sooner or later to get going. But I'm more cautious that the price is going to come down towards here than I would be on a break of resistance at this stage. Amongst everything on the daily term, of course, like a lot of the cryptos have been down for quite some time in a bear market against Bitcoin, and really not so well against the dollar. And amongst this, we have a break above the 18. Okay, now we'll see if this works or not. Whenever it gets above it, like it did in here, you want to see if it's going to fail the lows. Here it supported, held and stayed above it for a bit. And then it resisted it, and we can see that the failure was in here. And the big move happened a little later after the fact. But lots of time in here, each of these preceding days, to double big red down days, was showing a lot of weakness on the 18 lows. Thus, that's what I state when I say this. Say this all the time. You get above the 18 highs. If I see failure amongst the lows, we're probably going to have a leg lower. That's exactly what happened. Same thing. If I see any failure and any correction with the 18 lows, then I'm going to deem it as a failure. With one exception. If this thing just skyrockets so high on a major rate of ascent, then the 18 of highs and lows is just going to get so out of whack that I'd have no choice but to look at stuff like the triple day and weekly chart to then look at where the 18 should be for whether it would be a succeeding or a failing move. But for now, we'll see what ends up happening amongst it. A lot of decent movers in here. Atom is looking like to get to its course. Everything, as I've been talking about, seems to be in play here on the daily. Looks like it's breaking out nice and fine on the single hour term time frame. Nice little hour we got developing here as it's leaving the 18th. So to me, this thing still looks pretty good to continue its journey. Litecoin's just hanging in there, but it's actually doing pretty good, I think. At least as far as its intraday move. It had a run up earlier to the 66.5 handle, pulling back and still holding above this level in here. So this is a spot, like I say, if it doesn't hold the 18 lows, that's not the worst of things, because yeah, we got this level of key point, and then I can just longer term it out, do something like the triple hour, and this is where I need to see it hold the 18 lows. So there's a little bit of an example there, and I got an alert up here just in case price action is to end up going there. Theta, everything that is going up, some of it's trading against theta, so it wouldn't bother me any. If other coins go up, then this goes down in a situation of what I'm ratio trading it against. Just it's whatever the market does, the market does. But we can see here in the 3 hour, it's been showing weakness here amongst the 18 average of lows from this down move as it went below it on the 13 stamp, and then it just hung and stayed below the lows on the previous period, and it's doing so now. 2 hours left, so almost one third of the way through, and resisting this area of support here from November the 2nd, and again from Halloween. And it's also doing so within these levels from October 25th, 26th, 27th, and also from those levels on October the 10th. So the previous key levels hit before was at about 950 to about 948. Whatever happens, happens. This is one of the ones that I hope can have some good volatility because lately, with a lot of the other markets, hasn't been the case. But like I'm showing with some of these coins, maybe things are about to scoop up. Have I talked about Lumen yet today in this video? Because this is one's. If not, I'm just going to put it up. This thing just kept going. Yeah. I mean, come on, have a nice breakout because my strategy here is try to get a good gain on here. I think I can get another leg higher. I'm trading this against LTC. No, I didn't even show this on this video. This will be the last one. This is one of the ones that caught my attention about 20 minutes ago that things might be happening 30 minutes ago. So we can see this level of resistance hit well as support. And this level of resistance is where we just came up to now. And it's pierced above it. Major hold area is the 18 lows. Major hold area is this previous level of resistance at 7 3/4. And it's wild card. It's very live for the possibility to have a good break, and who knows where we go. Well, I would have to think next move is to 1276, 12 like this little area here, like 1288. Probably pierce above it, so we'll probably even get above 1300, 13 and a quarter, 13 and a half. Well, we'll see. Anyways, all risks, all rewards on your end. But I do like how this thing is playing out, and on the 15 minute, it's just this move doesn't this short term. This thing looks very much live. If you're doing any type of 1 minute day trading amongst this, we can see how it's been holding and staying on and congesting on that previous level from 1908. Now it's 1955, so that's a total of 47 minutes. And I like its progression short term amongst the one. I'm going to look at it this way. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye bye.